Well, hello everyone. Chris here with another video for you about vintage hard drives. This time I am away from the usual Seagate things, and I've been playing around with this. It's a little 3.5-inch drive, a nice shiny aluminum brick, and this is known as the LaPine Titan. And it is the world's first mobile hard drive, believe it or not. Now, LaPine was a company that started up late 1984, and they were out of business by 1987. But they have a patent for the mechanism that's inside of this thing. It's a head lifter, and what it does is it prevents the heads from ever being able to contact the platters. So you don't have to park this drive. It's also mounted in a shock-resistant cage here. There's shock mounts with this outer shell, and it really was a drive that was ahead of its time, because from what I've read, this design had not been attempted or replicated again until sometime later in the 90s. But yeah, you will find these in the weirdest places. They're not a real common drive, but you can find them in old portable computers from that era. And it's just a beautiful thing. Here, check out the circuit board. So this is the RLL version. This is 32 megabytes. It's 615 cylinders with 4 heads. Stepper motor design, just like the ST225. So they had a 20 megabyte version of this, as well as this. I believe they had a 10 megabyte version, all essentially the same drive using their patented mechanism inside. So yeah, I've been playing with this drive, and this one doesn't work. It doesn't initialize fully. It spins up and it attempts to start, and we'll get a listen to that. And I have another one that is in a system that actually works, and so we'll get a listen to what a working one sounds like. These things make a very interesting sound when they're starting up. And that's perfectly normal. These drives, stiction is not a problem, again, because the heads can't ever touch the platters. I mean, what a great design from LaPine here in the 1980s. Wow, man. All right, so yeah, let's dig in and get a closer look at it. The LaPine Titan. So after some searching around on the interwebs, I did find a PDF product brochure at thecomputerarchive.com, and it has a really nice view here of the mechanism for the head lifter and the shock protection and things that it has in there. And it's just an elaborate thing. Here on the Red Hill website, we get a little more of an overview. Someone was more adventurous and had opened one of these, and yeah, I mean, just look at the mechanics inside of here. So there's electromagnetic actuators and scissor lifters or something that hold the heads away from the platters. But we can see that they have a patent, and I found that the inventor is Dieter M. Schultz, who has some other patents for head pivots in voice coil drives. But we get some interesting looks here in the drawings in the patent. We can see some things here that look very familiar, just like the LaPine drive that was actually produced. And it can be hard to discern from the drawings kind of what's going on, but there is a nice description and some nice drawings of the various head parts and things. And yeah, you can just see now how elaborate the internals on this drive really are. And this one that's not working, you know, I've been going back and forth on whether I should open it up or not, but you know, if there was something wrong with this inside, it's pretty doubtful I'd be able to fix it. So I've got power hooked up to our little drive here, and give this thing a listen. When I start this up, I'm going to hit the power and you'll hear the sound that it makes. You ready? Listen. Well, that wasn't supposed to do that. Noel Spino. What's up with that, oh? That's new, oh. Ugh. So, okay, that noise is normal. The one I have one that works, right? So that noise is normal. The startup noise is not normal. There's something loose in there. Here, let's power it down. There's something loose in there. It was doing this yesterday, and then it was booting up fine, and now it's back to doing the other thing again, where it's making this horrible noise. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there's something loose in there. Now that's normal right here. It's trying to find home or something. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Sounds like there's something loose there when this thing first starts up. And every time I spin it up, it's a little bit different, so I'm not sure that the mechanics inside of this drive are totally sound. I do have a working one, so I do have an idea of what it's supposed to sound like and what it's supposed to do. This is not it. Well, here on the bench I've been playing around with this LaPine Titan hard drive, and yeah, this was not a working drive to begin with, and finally after several days and many attempts, this thing sort of halfway initialized. I was able to start a low-level format on it, but it definitely has something wrong with it internally. It just sounds terrible. Okay, now listen to this thing. It's actually formatting. I don't believe it. This drive has sounded like utter crud. And then one random boot up, it's initialized properly. And now it's formatting and it sounds wonderful. So bizarre. Alright, we're gonna keep going on this format. Here, let me show you on the screen. I'm using the CGA monitor today. And we've just done the debug thing here. And I can't believe it's actually formatting. Alright, I'll be back with you when this thing's done. Well, here we are formatting. I literally can't even believe. I'm dumbfounded. I mean, this drive was not working. I was literally about to take it apart. I had written it off. And suddenly, on the bench here, it just starts working. I mean, I've done everything to this dang drive. I had the circuit board off of it. I've inspected every inch of it. Oh my goodness. I really think it just had some internals that were stuck. It sounded horrible. I mean, but now it sounds nice. Ticking away formatting. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna check this out on some pattern tests and see how it does. Well, there you have it. 3 bad spots, but we do see here that all the heads are working. Oh, look at that monitor sync. Yay! Isn't that neat? Alright, so check this out though. The thing works. The thing works. I am amazed. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more testing on this thing and see what sort of shape it's in. It was still making some funky noises, but it works. My goodness. A drive came back from the dead by nothing but coercion alone. Alright, let's keep going. I was digging around some more online and had discovered that LaPine was in partnership with Kyocera to produce and manufacture these drives in Japan. And after LaPine went out of business in 1987, Kyocera had continued to release these drives under their own branding and models. We have here the KC30A and the KC20A. And strangely enough, the KC20A was still showing LaPine's FCC ID. So yeah, little neat bit of history there with these drives. So I just wanted to show you a little bit about the backstory on this drive. Look how shiny that is. So I found this thing in here. It's a hard card kit of some kind. We have the connector pieces. It has an OMTI 5510 controller and some bracketry here. It's not really branded. It's like cheap metal. But yeah, that's how I found this drive. Now these you can find in mobile computers of that mid-80s vintage. And I happen to have a mobile computer that has a working Titan in it. And yeah, I want to show you that thing because it's actually pretty darn neat. But I wanted to show you this at least because I know these things apparently came in hard card form, maybe? Hard to tell. This could have been a third-party bracket kit. It could have been something that someone cobbled together. Who knows? But you will find these Titan drives in the strangest of places. All right, let's get a look at this other system. You'll get a kick out of this. So check this bad boy out. This thing is a DTK 4.77 megahertz XT clone. And it is equipped with one of the finest hard drives being built at the time. It is a LaPine. And of course this thing too has a beautiful amber monochrome display. So I'm going to turn this on and you should get a sound here of what this sounds like. It's identical to the one we have on the bench, but here, check this out. Nice. 640K. We have the DTK Urso BIOS version 2.26, 1986. So this is right in the time frame for that LaPine drive. And these were not a particularly high quality clone in terms of the build quality of it, but the electronics are nice. It's a nice XT machine. Man, I hope you could hear that drive. Yeah, right to a prompt. Let's see if I can get the DIR in there. Man, that's nice. And we don't have to park this thing. When we shut it off, you should hear the actuators lift the heads. You ready? 3, 2, 1. You hear it right before the spin down. Alright, she's coasting down. Alright. Man, look at that thing. Well, now that this thing is a working drive again, I have polished the top of it, gotten rid of the finger smudges. It deserves to be nice now. And check this out. It seems to have gotten a little bit better with each subsequent reboot. And so I'm going to set the camera down. And let's see if we can get a good sound capture on this. This drive makes a really unique noise when it first starts up, and this one has started sounding really nice. So this is what a LaPine Titan sounds like. Yep, that's nice. Perfectly normal startup, sounding good, normal initialization. Oh, wow. What a cool little drive. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our little journey today playing around with the LaPine Titan. And man, I was not expecting this one to come back from the dead, but wow, I'm happy that it did. So let me know if you have one of these drives, or if you come across one of these. Let me know in the comments with this video. And yeah, I'd love to know some more about this. So if anyone knows anything about the LaPine, let's hear it. So, alright everyone, thank you very much, and we'll be doing some more vintage hard drive things soon. Bye-bye.